I'm actually along the usually busy Nairobi-Mombasa highway, but not so busy on this particular occasion, despite it being an Easter holiday, and of course, for obvious reason, following a directive. We're here at the Daystar University intersection in Lukenya, where basically this particular roadblock has been erected by law enforcers, and they're checking each and every vehicle. No PSV is allowed to come across to go across either side of the highway, and this follows President Uhuru Kenyatta's directive on Monday. But even to explain further of what's ongoing here at Lukenya, where police have erected a roadblock, they have been manning this particular roadblock 24 hours a day. And now I'm going to talk to the officer in charge, who's Catherine. Catherine, a lot of activity here. We've seen cars, some of them parked along the road. What's just happening at this particular roadblock?
What is happening? My name is Catherine, the OCPD at the river. What is happening by now is that no vehicle, according to the instructions which was given, should move from Mombasa to Nairobi or Nairobi to Mombasa. The vehicles you can see are parked along the road. Those are the vehicles which we have denied access to Machakos, and they have refused to go back to Nairobi. But of course, what they are supposed to do is to know that there is no way we can allow them to go on either direction, because we have to make sure that the instructions given are followed to the letter.
And what are some of the explanations given by the motorists? Because I've seen some of them are holding some sort of documentation. What are kind of the explanations that they need? Is it an emergency? Is it dire need? Is it a doctor's appointment? What will make them gain access?
The officers who are manning here, we are having a human face and a lot of caution and understanding that there are necessities which are supposed to be allowed. If you have a person who is going to visit, to have a patient in hospital, we are allowing them to go and come back. And if they have the essential services, vehicles which are essential services, like the vehicle ferrying vegetables, fruits, and the perishable goods, we are allowing them to go, and we are not denying those who want the access.
In terms of numbers, approximately in a span of 24 hours, how many motorists have you turned back? How many have you refused access into the city?
An average of more than 100 vehicles has been denied. Bearing in mind that today is a public holiday, it is a Good Friday. So many people with the personal vehicles were trying to use the opportunity of today holiday so that they can visit their relatives or friends. But that has not happened because we have denied them entry throughout. They cannot go on either side. Yes.
Well, even as we come to the conclusion of this, what are some of the challenges you've experienced ever since setting this particular roadblock on Monday at 7 p.m. to now? What are some of the challenges and what are some of the accomplishments you have, made so far?
So far, we have made accomplish of controlling the movement, and also we are trying to explain to the people the reason why they should obey the rules which are given. And also the challenges we have since we started is there are some people who are alighting from the vehicles and they start boarding the motorbikes. But today I can say we have made an extra mile that there's no motorbike within. We have managed to chase them away. So if you are stopped, you either go back to where you are coming from or stay with us here, but you will not pass.
Thank you so much, Catherine Ringera, the officer in charge, and also the OCPD, just giving us the real picture, what it looks like here at the Lukenya roadblock. Now, like she said, no passenger service vehicles are being allowed to enter the city, and vice versa. No PSVs are being allowed to go past this particular point from Nairobi Central Business District, and does not just end here, because on the other side of the road we also have public health officers who are making sure that each and every cargo motorists, or each and every the drivers for the trailer, especially that are transporting goods, they just have to undergo a mandatory screening right over there. They're being checked on their temperatures, and they're just being asked about their brief medical history. So this is happening on the other side of the road, and this is being spearheaded by both the Ministry of Health officials at the national level, as well as Machakos County government public health officers. So it is kind of some sort of a multi-agency. But what's important for now is that we have just a group of motorists here who claim that they are in dire need of gaining access into the capital center, into the capital city, I beg your pardon. But of course, they have to go through a very vigorous verification for them to be allowed to get past this particular point. And remember, like what Hilary Mutambai, the police IG, said yesterday, it is 24/7, and at least it will go on for 21 days as directed by the head of state. Back to you, Dennis, in studio.